Good morning. Let's start the daily discussion on current affairs. The first topic is issue with fiscal transfer in India. Now, as per the Indian Federal Financial Distribution, the center has more heads of revenue. That means in the financial distribution, major tax heads are with the central government. So the states are given money by the center through different provisions. Okay, so that is why. So that also at times ensures state dependence on the center. The article discusses how some wealthier southern Indian states feel unfairly treated because their tax are distributed to poor northern states. However, all their states still gain economic benefit through the union despite growing disparity between richer and the poorer regions. This is a regional disparity, and how this tax distribution creates some sort of negative feeling in the mind of some states because they feel although they are following the modalities yet so the benefit are going to some other states. Fine. So issue with the things. What is the major issue? Is this? So southern states perspective. What is the perspective of the southern states? States in the south. The South Tech movement assert that the southern states are penalized for better economic management. Karnataka receive 15 paisa per rupee of tax paid and Tamil Nadu get 29 paisa. That is the difference. Northern states benefit. Meanwhile, Uttar Pradesh receives 2 rupees 73 per rupee and Bihar receives 7.06, reflecting a higher fiscal benefit than the southern states. When the southern states get 15 paisa and 15 paisa, and northern state get 2 rupees 73 paisa and 7 rupees 06 paisa. This reflects a higher fiscal benefit coming to the northern states than the southern states. Okay, not just north south, other wealthy states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana, and Delhi also contribute more than they receive back. Eastern states like Assam, Odisha, and West Bengal are among the benefiting states, so they get more benefit than the states which are generating revenue for the government. So the states where the more money is collected, so in comparison to that, so the other states receive more benefits. What can we learn from the this? So this is a European model. So richer nations contribute more in the European Union. The rich northern nations, Germany and Netherlands and Denmark, believe they over contribute compared to less developed countries in South and Eastern Europe. Benefit of captive market. Despite this contribution, richer European nations gain access to captive market to sell their product, boosting their economic opportunity. They sell their products in those captive markets, means market of those less developed countries. Okay, so currency advantage. The Bertelsmann Shifting Foundation found that Germany experienced 0.5% annual growth due to the euro. Germany still used the stronger Denmark. Its export could be less competitive globally. That is what the benefit Germany get. Migration benefit: free migration within the EU increase overall income by 100 to 200 euro billion over 80 billion euro, 100 to 230 billion euro over a decade. Migrant from poor country find higher paying job while richer nations feel the labor shortage. This is because of the European Union model that we can learn in India also. Future challenge lie ahead: parliamentary seat allocation. India's parliamentary seat have not been adjusted since 1991. With northern states growing faster, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh could gain over 30 seats after 2026, leading to potential north-south conflict. Because Bihar and UP, because population growth there is faster, so they are going to get more benefit than the southern states where they have adopted the population control measure and are able to control their population. So their return in the seat revision, the Lok Sabha 2020 2026 will be more beneficial. Oh, class, then representation imbalance. The southern states along with Odisha, West Bengal stands to lose seats, sinking for the north-south divide. Fiscal. So like Odisha and West Bengal will be losing the seats in the parliament. Fiscal allocation. The 16th Finance Commission will decide on fiscal distribution, addressing health, education, infrastructure gap in poorer states. It is vital for balanced growth across India by 2047 because India will celebrate 100 of independence in 2047, and government effort is to ensure that there is no such gap between the regions by the time India complete 100 years of independence. The emphasis should be more on the addressing common issues like healthcare, education, infrastructure development, and the gaps in these sectors need to be fulfilled prior to the country becoming or coming to celebrate the 100th year of independence. Affirmative action in India, then the constitutional provision, the next topic. So, implementation challenges and political debates. This article discusses the political conflict around reservation in India, where parties debate caste census and religious reservation. It explains constitutional affirmative action, reviews its implementation, and consider potential changes like removing the 50% cap and subcategorizing benefits. How does the Constitution ensure affirmative action? Fundamental right. The Constitution ensures a social justice by guaranteeing equality in Article 15 and 16, allowing affirmative action in educational admission and public employment. Provisions for backward class. It enables special provisions for the advancement of OBC, SC and ST. In 1992, the VANIK-IAS approved a 27% reservation for OBC while capping total reservation at 50%. So that is the Supreme Court which has imposed a cap that reservation should not exceed 50%. Reservation should be there, but it should not be beyond 50%. Okay. Then the criminal exclusion. The court mandates excluding wealthy OBC individuals, currently defined as those with income above 8 lakhs, as the criminal layer, and they will be deprived of the OBC reservation. Then the EWS reservation, economically weaker section. The Janhit Abhijan case in 2022 validated 10% economic weaker section quota. Government of India, that the NDA government under Modi has given reservation for the EWS, economically weaker section, among the higher caste caste. Okay, so and it was upheld in the Janhit Abhijan case in 2022 that court said that this will continue. Fine. So Muslim reservation, Karnataka has a 4% subcategorization for the Muslims under the OBC quota, though it was briefly distributed among the Hindu OBC. Court later upheld this categorization. How does affirmative action work in other countries? United States, the US uses affirmative action program that gives special consideration to racial minorities like African American and Latin American. However, the US Supreme Court ruled in Fair Admission versus Howard that race-based admission violated the Constitution. Then in the United Kingdom, the UK permits voluntary positive action program allowing employee to support underrepresented groups. This is allowed there. That is popular known as the positive action. Okay. So France, there is no race-based affirmative action in France. Instead, educational measures promote opportunity for low-income students. So based on income, it is allowed in France, but not on caste. Current controversy about the religious reservation, the BJP Congress conflict. The BJP and the Congress conflict center on the caste census and the reservation. The BJP criticized Congress push for a caste census and linking reservation to religion. Meanwhile, Congress questioned that the BJP policy on reservation despite the BJP denying any changes in its stance. The Muslim Christian quota, the government is exploring extending SC benefit to Dalit Muslims and Christians given that their backwardness aligned with the constitutional definition of social and educationally backward. So this they are expected to get the benefit of this reservation. Challenges in implementing affirmative action effectively. Concentration of benefits. The Rohini Commission found that 97% of the reserved jobs and education seats are taken only by the 25% OBC caste, leaving about 1000 OBC community unrepresented because the elite among the OBC community they are able to hijack the benefit for the entire community. Lack of subcategorization. Although 11 states implemented subcategorization, okay, so 11 states implemented subcategorization. It has not been applied to the central level. Only the state level reservation. These 11 states have applied that use the subcategorization among the SCBC who are the backward. So no creamy layer exclusion. So SC/ST lack a mechanism like the OBC creamy layer to ensure equitable distribution. So the creamy layer is only in the OBC but not in the SC and ST. But many SC and ST people they have get the benefit and this should be applicable to them because reservation getting reservation those among the community who get the benefit of reservation and get themselves settled, so their children also able to get the same reservation benefit. This is deprivation and some other in their own community they remain backward. Religious discrimination. The constitution includes all religion under social and education backward classes, but in 1950 scheduled caste order limits SC membership to Hindus, Sikhism and Buddhism. There is no such limitation for the ST. That is why there is another challenge. Then the next is the issue of cyber security in paper 3. Generative AI impacting cyber security. The article discusses the rise in cyber threats linked to generative artificial intelligence misuse. It highlights how hackers use AI to impersonate voice, phishing attacks are growing, and cybersecurity needs tighter global cooperation. How is generative AI impacting cybersecurity? Increased phishing attack, phishing emails surged by 1065% more, and credential threat rose by 967% since late 2022 due to artificial intelligence. Voice cloning for the fraud. Hackers limited a mother's daughter's voice to extort money, highlighting the risk of AI scam. Enhanced hacking sophistication. AI helps hackers translate code, identity, vulnerability, and amplify the attack. Rising attack on organization. 75% of the professionals reported more cyber attack last year, while 85% linked the trend on AI. The privacy erosion. Voice activated toy and biometric system threaten individual privacy. These are the challenges of artificial intelligence. What people are mad about this AI and its use in future. Government action about it. Global cooperation. Countries like the USA, UK, China, and India signed the Blatchley Declaration at the AI Summit to strengthen collaboration. Legislation development. Government are working on tighter ethical and legal framework to combat AI misuse despite facing challenges in fully understanding the technology. Way forward, content watermarking. Implement watermarking for AI generated content to help identify and limit malicious use. Digital literacy training. Companies should offer training to help employees identify phishing and other scams with 75% reporting. Increase cyber attacks. Hmm. Cool. Class hypothesis. So companies should offer training to help employee identify phishing and other scams with 75% reporting increase cyber attacks. Public feedback. Engage the public to improve regulation and ensure protection of privacy and security. So that is what. So public should be made aware and there should be security privacy issue and security to the public to be ensured. The next is topic on agriculture. In chapter 3, how India's agriculture export fell. Agri export is on a falling trend. Why it has fallen and for the region, what steps can be taken to overcome it. This article discusses how India's agriculture export fell by 8.2% in the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2024, mainly due to government restrictions on exporting key items like sugar, non-basmati rice, wheat, and onion to protect domestic supply and control inflation. Because this is not due to the fall in demand from outside, but rather restriction by the government. So the domestic market would not face the shortfall. So government ban on sugar export starting October 2023 reduced their value from 577 billion to 2.82 billion. Okay, this is okay. So it had dropped from 5.77 billion to 2.82 billion. Non-basmati rice export dropped from 6.36 billion to 4.57 billion due to restriction imposed in July 2023. Wheat export are banned in May 2022, causing a sharp from uh, drop from 2.12 billion to just 56.74 million. Onion export fell to 7.8 lakh ton, which is 467.83 million following export restrictions on export of onion. So government imposed restriction on the export of these things. Okay, and these restrictions led the government to that ultimate impact on the export, agri export. Global price shift. A global crash in agri commodity price between 2013-14 and 2019-20 made India's export less competitive. The Food and Agriculture Organization food price index dropped from 119.1 to 96.5 points, impacting export revenues. Why did import change? Import change in 2023-24 primarily due to shift in edible oil prices and pulses demand. Global edible oil price dropped after the Russian-Ukraine war, leading to a fall in India's vegetable oil import to below 15 billion from over 20 billion the previous year. Conversely, policies import nearly doubled by 3.75 billion, driven by high domestic demand for the policies. The change in import trends are thus set by declining international oil price and rising domestic demand for essential agricultural products like the pulses. Pulses demand in the country has started growing. That's led to more import of pulses. So policy stability, farmers and traders require predictable policies. Sudden ban on key export like wheat hurt market development and need careful consideration. Suddenly government imposed ban on export of wheat, which put the farmers and the traders in very difficult situation and big financial loss also. Temporary tariff, introducing temporary tariff instead of outright ban would better balance consumer and the producer interest. Support crop diversification, encourage farmer to grow less water intensive crop like pulses and oilseeds by maintaining reasonable tariff. Current zero low tariff on imports of these crops counter efforts to diversify away from rice, wheat and the sugarcane. In balanced approach, develop a policy that prioritizes both short and long-term goals, supporting the farm sector's growth while safeguarding the consumer interest. Okay, so support crop diversity encourage farmers to grow less water intensive crop like pulses and oilseeds by maintaining reasonable tariffs. Current zero low tariff on import of these crops counter effort to diversify away from rice, wheat and sugarcane because as imports at zero tariff, so Okay, so balanced approach develop a policy that prioritizes both short and long-term goals, supporting the farm sector's growth while safeguarding consumer interest. So then next is the Cook Islands. The Cook Islands is leading efforts to explore deep sea mining for minerals essential for electrical car batteries. Cook Island is a self-governing island state in free association with the New Zealand. It is located in the South Pacific Ocean. Its capital is the Avarua on that Rangota Island. The Cook Island comprises 15 islands divided to north and the southern island group. The northern island are mostly low-lying and sparsely populated coral atolls and include the island of the Minikai, Nasu, Peltha, Puka Puka, that Rangenga and the Sora. These islands are covered with light vegetation equipped with the white sand beaches. The southern island generally consists of much larger higher islands that are volcanic in origin and more densely populated. The Cook Island highest and lowest point. The highest point is the Timanga on the Rarotonga Island, and the lowest point is the Pacific Ocean, which is 0 meter. Flora and fauna. The Cook Island have a unique tropical ecosystem. She includes approximately 100 native ferns, 200 flowering plants, 500 fish species, dozen lizards, land birds, shellfish, migrant birds, resident seabirds, as well as marine turtles and the humpback whales. In the fleet variant, the COVID-19 cycle has regained momentum with the emergence of a fleet variant KP2 and KP1.1, a descendant of the Omicron JN1 variant, which proliferated worldwide. Omicron is the most widely proliferated virus. Okay, so this variant, two main strains have identified with the fleet group KP2 and KP1.1. Caused by these variants are fast detected in wastewater samples across the country and are descendant of the JN1 lineage. Reason for the concern, scientists are concerned about the KP2 and KP1.1 may be more adept at evading the immune system due to mutation in their spike proteins. Factors such as warning immunity and optimal uptake of the latest COVID-19 vaccine raises concern about a potential surge in infections during the summer. Symptoms and vaccination. Symptoms as with the fleet variant largely mirror those of other COVID-19 strains, including fever, cough, fatigue, respiratory difficulties, etc. While vaccines remain effective against the fleet variant, maintaining up-to-date booster shot is crucial for to boost the protein against them. Okay. Okay, so situation in India, India's COVID-2 Genomic Consortium has identified 238 cases of KP2 and 30 cases of KP1.1. As of May 6th, India has witnessed a resurgence in cases since early April with a significant rise in the positive rates. The NIN's dietary guidelines with non-communicable disease such as the cardiovascular disease, cancers and diabetes on the rise. Indian National Institute of Nutrition released comprehensive dietary guideline targeting vulnerable groups including pregnant, lactating women, children and the elderly. Addressing the disease burden, unhealthy diet contribute to approximately 4% of India's disease burden. Guidelines stress the importance of dietary improvement to prevent non-communicable disease such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Focus on vulnerable group, optimal nutrition during the critical periods like pregnancy, lactation and early childhood is crucial for proper growth and development. Alarming rates of lifestyle. Focus on vulnerable group. So, optimal nutrition during the critical periods like pregnancy, lactation, and early childhood crucial for proper growth and development. Alarming rates of lifestyle-related conditions among children and adolescents underscore the need for targeted intervention. So, dual nutrition challenge, micronutrient deficiency are prevalent among children aged 1 to 19, alongside persistent concerns such as anemia or that deficiency in iron or it is called the blood or hemoglobin. Additionally, obesity rates have surged, highlighting the dual challenge of undernutrition and overnutrition. Some are malnourished, undernutrition, and some are overnutrition with obesity. This is the problem in India where both the issue of obesity as well as malnutrition are prevalent. So, importance of dietary guidelines. The guideline advocate for healthy dietary practice, including reducing salt intake and limiting consumption of healthy processed food. Tailored recommendations are provided for pregnant and lactating women, infant, children, and the elderly, emphasizing the consumption of nutrient-dense food from diverse food groups. The neural processing unit. Recently, Apple launched the M4 chip with the iPad Pro. Its key feature includes a 16 core neural engine, which is equivalent to an NPU. So, about it, in the neural processing unit is a specialized processor designed to accelerate neural network process. These neural networks are fundamental to machine learning algorithms for data processing. They are part of the semiconductor especially designed for machine learning operation, which enable AI features such as generating text or image. Okay, so text or image. The NPUs excel in AI-related tasks like speech recognition, and natural language processing, and image or video editing processes such as object detection. They enable efficient handling of complex AI operations, enhancing performance in consumer gadgets like smartphones, laptops, and tablets. The NPUs play a crucial role in efficiently adopting deploying AI-powered applications directly on hardware. So difference between the NPU, CPU, and the GPU. The central processing unit, it processes instructions one at a time and ideal for tasks requiring sequential data processing. It is best for general computing applications and system operation. The GPU, graphics processing unit, is capable of multiple calculations simultaneously, optimized for graphics and complex computations. It focuses on graphic rendering, the resolution, upscaling, and are also used as AI development stage. The NPU, neural processing unit, is similar to the GPU but exclusively optimized for. Okay, so it is more efficient and is less power consuming for AI tasks and running refined AI models on devices. This is more powerful and advanced. So constructed wetlands. Constructed wetlands are engineered ecosystem designed to replicate the function of natural wetlands for the purpose of treating wastewater. This system utilizes vegetation, soil, and microbial processes to remove contaminants and pollution from water before it is discharged back into the environment. Constructed wetlands are effective in treating various types of wastewater, including domestic sewage, industrial effluents, and stormwater runoff. They are often used as alternative to traditional wastewater treatment methods, offering advantages such as lower operational cost, environmental benefits, and versatility in design and application. Additionally, constructed wetlands can provide habitat for wildlife, improve water quality, and contribute to flood control and carbon sequestration. Then the Batagaya character, Serbia's gateway to the underworld, the Batagaya character is expanding at an alarming rate of 35 million cubic feet, 1 million cubic meter annually due to permafrost thaw. Located in Russia's far east, is the world's largest permafrost crater, formed by melting permafrost dating back to the Quaternary Ice Age. It began to form in the 1960s when surrounding forest clearance triggered permafrost thaw, causing the land to sink. However, throwing permafrost pose environmental risk at the levels of organic carbon into atmosphere could exacerbate global warming. Permafrost is permanently frozen ground that remains below the freezing point of water for 2 or more consecutive years. It is typically found in polar regions such as the Arctic or the Antarctic, as well as in the high altitude mountainous areas. Okay, so how does Mission Karmajogi aims to prepare the civil service to the future ready, equipped with the necessity mindset, skill, and knowledge in alignment with the vision of New India, and what way reforms and initiatives are being pursued in this regard by the government. The central government has launched the Mission Karmajogi in the for this to improve the quality of the civil service in the country. Okay, so Mission Karmajogi launched by the Indian government in 2020 as the National Program for Civil Service Capacity Building. It's a program of capacity building for the civil service in the mid-career, aiming at to cultivate a future-ready civil service. It seeks to equip civil servant with the vital mindset, skill, and knowledge aligned with the vision of New India, revolutionizing capacity building infrastructure. So, key features of the Mission Karmajogi that aims to prepare civil service to be future ready. Unified learning platform. It introduces an integrated government online training platform offering a plethora of training modules tailored to the diverse learning needs of civil service. This approach ensures standardization of learning content across all cadres and departments. Okay, continuous capacity building. The mission transcends intermittent training, emphasizing contribution. Okay, so this ensures that civil servants remain updated, relevant, and are encouraged to pursue continuous professional development throughout their career. Competency-driven approach, it adopts a competency-based framework, identifying specific roles, activities, and competencies needed for each rank and position. Tailoring training to individual job requirements ensure that officers are best equipped for their specific roles. Key feature of the mission Karmayogi that aims to prepare civil service to be future ready. Role-based approach, the shift from rule-based to role-based management, which will align with allocation, performance evaluation, promotion and posting with the competency of each civil servant. It ensures that civil servants are assigned roles that suit their potential and aspirations, not that mere posting, but each the interest that you will pursue when joining in a particular place. Okay, so behavioral change, while technical skill are imperative, the mission accentuates behavioral competencies aimed at installing a service-oriented thoughts, ensuring civil servants serve with empathy and capacity efficiency. 70-20-10% learning module 20-20-10. The promotion of culture and continuous learning among civil servants through the 70-20-10 model, which stipulates that 70% capacity building happens through on the job learning, 20% through peer-to-peer learning, and 10% through formal training. So only formal training imparts 10% knowledge. Digital learning, leveraging the latest technology, e-learning avenues are promoted, enabling officials to access resources irrespective of location or time, making learning more adaptable and convenient. Key feature of the mission Karmayogi that aims to prepare civil service to be future ready. Collaborative learning, it promotes collaboration and knowledge sharing among civil servants across ministries, departments, state and regions. Through a common learning ecosystem, it fosters a spirit of teamwork, innovation and problem solving among the civil servants. Global best practices, exposure to international standards and best practices ensure that India civil service is in tandem with global benchmark, preparing them for challenges in the globalized world. Feedback driven approach. The initiative actively seek real time feedback from bureaucrats, directly shaping and refining course content to remain current and effective. Flexibility and personalization. Officials are endowed with the autonomy to choose courses, assuring learning trajectory are individualized and rational with personal interest and professional needs. Okay, so it promotes collaboration and knowledge sharing among civil servants across military. Okay, global best practices, feedback driven approach. The initiative actively seek real time feedback from bureaucrats, directly shaping and refining course content to remain current and effective. Flexibility and personalization. Officers are endowed with the autonomy to choose courses, assuring learning trajectory are individualized and resonate with personal interest and professional needs. Key reforms and initiative by the government, Prime Minister's HR Council. It provides strategic direction to civil service reform. It acts as guiding force, ensuring that reform align with the nation's development goal. It also offers a high-level interface between governance and policy making. Capacity Building Commission, its role involves overseeing training institutions, ensuring uniformity in content delivery, and leveraging shared faculty and resources. It essentially anchors the qualitative aspect of capacity building process. Okay. Cabinet Secretariat Coordination Unit Mission Karmajogi is coordinated by the CSCU Cabinet Secretary Coordinating Unit, which is a division of the Cabinet Secretariat that facilitates the coordination and communication between the Cabinet Secretary and the Secretary of various ministries and departments. Key reforms and initiative by the government special purpose vehicle. Okay, so SRC and ARC, the special regional groups and the agency specific residential course are mechanism tailored to address specialized and niche training needs. They cater to unique departmental requirements, ensuring officers are well equipped for specific roles in specific circumstances. Karmajogi Bharat dashboard with digital monitoring becoming essential. This real-time dashboard provides a holistic view of capacity building efforts, helping policymakers understand area of progressive and points of intervention. Mission Karmayogi portal. This digital portal is a treasure trove of resources from course curated by global expert to in-depth training modules. It is the one-stop solution for civil servants' learning needs. Mission Karmayogi represents a monumental stride towards structuring a civil service that is adept, responsive, and aligned with the aspirations of New India. By focusing on continuous learning, global best practices, and personalized development, initiative laid the foundation for a bureaucracy that is not just efficient but also empathetic. Then come to the MCQ, which are the following methods. Though the use of directive principle does the Constitution guarantee worker welfare and protect labor rights. It makes provision for just and human condition of work and maternity relief. That's right. It exhort the government to take steps to secure the participation of worker in the management of industry. Both 1 and 2 are correct. What is the Batagai crater? Batagai crater is a thermo crust depression in the Siberian tundra in Russia. Okay, located in Russia. As with the following statement, permafrost is only found in the polar regions. Permafrost is a type of rock formation. No, permafrost is not affected by climate change. All the three are incorrect. So correct is down. Which of the following statement about the United Nations Office of the Counter-Terrorism is correct? So it is responsible, it was established, no, it primarily focus on military intervention and combat terrorism, no. Responsible coordinating global efforts to counter terrorism, C is the right option. Consider the following statements. Sperm whales are smallest species of whales. Sperm whales primarily feed on plankton or small fish. Sperm whales are known for their exceptionally long tusk. Here none is correct. Consider the following statement about the Sinkula tunnel. It is the longest tunnel in Asia, stretching over 10 kilometers. Incorrect. The tunnel serves as a vital link between Manali and Leh. That is right. Consider the following statement. The number of phishing attacks are increased significantly due to advance in artificial intelligence (AI). That is right. Prioritizing the use of AI in military and defense capability is the main objective of Beachley Declaration in terms of AI development implementation. The first this Beachley Declaration was signed after the first AI summit, so it is not incorrect. Only one is correct. Two is incorrect. That's the following statement: the Indian government does not permit vaccination against avian influenza. Uh, Avian influenza can affect mammals like cow and goats. Yes. Some restraint of avian influenza have a high mortality rate among humans. All the three are correct. Consider the following statement: titanium is the biggest industrial contributor to global carbon emission. That's incorrect. Titanium is not found in the pure metallic form naturally, right? China is the largest producer of titanium. All two and three are correct. The reference to the Blackothorax punyam, right? Consider the following statement: is a new catfish species, right? It is mainly found in Indian Ocean, wrong. Pigeons contribute to the regulation of prey population and nutrient cycling, correct. 1 and 3 are correct. Answer is C. So thank you for watching. Keep watching regular to update yourself. Thank you.